It's a busy weekend, it's a different weekend. F1 is back, we'll talk rule changes, we'll talk about the timetable, because there are some different things this weekend as you get ready for the Formula 1 Crypto.com Miami Grand Prix. So we'll start off with the schedule, and yeah, Porsche Carrera Cup will kick things off at 5:30 PM local time on the Thursday, with the McLaren Trophy following soon after at 6:30. Friday's action kicks off with F2 at 9:30 AM local time, and then the F1 FP1 at midday. So for those of us in the UK, you add 5 hours on, 5 PM in the UK FP1. It's a 1.5 hour session, which is longer than you usually see for something like a sprint weekend, but because of the rule changes, they've extended it. F2 qualifying follows about an hour afterwards, so at 2:30 local time, and then at 3:25 it is Carrera Cup FP2. F1 sprint qualifying will then take place at 4:30 PM in Miami, and that is 9:30 in the UK, followed up at 6:15 by the McLaren Trophy second practice, and at 7:10 local time with the Carrera Cup qualifying. Saturday's action will kick off the F2 sprint at 10 o'clock local, followed by the F1 sprint at midday or 5 PM over here in the UK. McLaren Trophy America will qualify after that at 1:45, followed by the first Carrera Cup race at 2:45, F1 qualifying at 4 PM local, 9 PM UK, and then the first race of McLaren Trophy to end the Saturday at 6 PM local. Sunday will be an early start in Miami, 8:30 local. For us in the UK, it would be at 1:30, however. That's the second race of the McLaren Trophy. The second race for Carrera Cup follows at 11:05. 12:30, the F2 feature race. And then kicking off at 4 PM local time, 9 PM UK time, it's a Miami Grand Prix. And let's talk about these rule changes as well. I'll put in the description down below, apart from the race talking about it, in which the recharge limited qualifying will be reduced from 8 megajoules to 7 megajoules, meaning that more of the lap is going to be run flat out with less need for energy recovery. The super clipping recharge allowance will also be increased, because that should reduce the amount of LICO lifting in and coasting out of the corner. Should mean the driver's going to be a bit more aggressive as well. There'll also be more safety protocols at the start, and these will be things to help drivers if they get bogged down like Verstappen has been, but also to make sure that they avoid each other so we don't have the kind of Lawson-Colapinto thing we saw in Australia. Boost limits will also be changed so that there's not going to be the closing speeds, and the maximum power available will be capped instead at an extra 150 above the current levels, and in areas that aren't key for acceleration, 250 kilowatts. There'll also be adjustments when it comes to weather races. The idea for all of it is going to be, essentially, don't have another Bearman and Colapinto going into Spoon, but also just try to make it so you're not seeing the cars just keep running out of steam. It'll be interesting to see if it has the intended effect. It's not the kind of thing like we were talking about the power unit reset that might affect the likes of Mercedes. So we'll have to see what it does out on track. I'm not going to make any predictions based off of the form book, but let me know what you're thinking in the comment section down below. This is a quick preview, but I'm sure we'll have a lot of talking points after the race. Thanks for watching and joining, folks. Thanks for continuing to support this channel. Hope to see you again soon for more, but until next time, it's bye-bye for now.